את הברכה כל יום, כל יום, כל יום שעשני ישראל אני ישראל אני ישראל תודה על הקל שעשני ישראל שעשני ישראל
Gershon, Veroba, shalom. So welcome to Israel.
Thank you.
So you're here bringing your music, and you know when I tried to prepare for the interview and look into the bio, it's a long bio.
I grew up being surrounded both with Jewish music and with pop, American pop. Growing up in Westchester in New York, that was my essential thing. And as I grew up and as I came into the business, I combined all of those things, growing up with Karl Bach and Gershon Hasidim, yet at the same time knowing Beatles and James Taylor and all. And I took my personal appreciation for music and I combined it with the Jewish music that I came to know, and I started composing a lot more modern, but a lot sooner than some people were ready for, you know, in the 70s and 80s and things like that. But and I just wound up being the guy that bridges to the secular.
Now, a few words about your latest clip, Ani Israel. I'm an Israelite. I am Israel.
There are many
What is it? Yeah, what is the meaning, first of all?
There are a few meanings. I happen to like when something has a few meanings. And especially when you're translating between English and Hebrew, that's the opportunity to say, well, I could mean this, but I could mean that. Ani Israel means, it could mean, well, I'm Israel. I'm not a Kohen, I'm not a Levi, I'm Israel.
That's the three parts of the nation, the Kohens, the Levites, and Israel.
That's right. So that's one thing. Also, when you come to Israel, and this is something that I came to understand also, when I come, I don't like to be a tourist. I like to be part of it. I like to be thought of as one of the guys. My accent doesn't help. You know, you talk to the bus driver, and as much as you try to speak great Hebrew, he starts helping you by speaking English, and you say, didn't fool you. But I still feel like an Israeli when I'm walking the streets, and my Hebrew's flowing a little better. I'm less intimidated. I feel like I belong here, not like I'm on a tour bus. So I feel like an Israeli. It's what I want to feel like. And the fact is, even though I'm from New York, I am an Israeli because I was born into that right. So that's what that part of the message is.
I'd say maybe that there's a third message that nowadays it's I am Israel. I'm presenting Israel's case. I mean, with what goes on in the world these days.
That's right. I am what we all are. We are. It's a unified message. I am Israel. You are Israel. We are all Israel. We are Bnei Yisrael. We are Klal Yisrael. And those concepts stretch into so many others. So it goes into 4 or 5 concepts when you say Ani Israel. Well, in what sense? And I say all of them. What's happening now over time, people are saying, okay, let's take this all in perspective. Let's put this kind of arrangement to this kind of message, to these kind of words, to this kind of melody. And you're getting a broader spectrum of music now. And when it has an influence from the secular side, it shouldn't matter as long as it's appropriate. And that's where people are starting to understand. It's a beautiful feeling when you get off the plane. It's a shame, we miss it. Now in Ben Gurion, you don't get out on the tarmac anymore and kiss the ground.
I could tell you from when we were young, we used to get off and it was summer and it was hot and it was like, oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's nice to walk into a night. Look, now when we get off now, we see the growth. You know, we see all the stores. It's, this could be JFK, it could be LA. This is a major airport, which means that we've hit the big time here in Israel.
You know when you really reached Geula, redemption, is when you go back and you say, wow, JFK, it's almost like Ben Gurion in Israel.
That's right, exactly. And look, that's the truth. A lot of the things in all the other airports and all the other countries, they've adapted from here.
Few words about the new album.
I wound up doing an Israel-based album. Yet it doesn't necessarily jump on specifically on the Zionistic theme. You can interpret it as you like. Please do.
That's what you want people to do.
Oh, there's nothing. Look, that's another thing that's been missing in Jewish music for so long. Lyrics. Now that we're putting more original lyrics in songs now, which is something that they're less afraid of. People have been putting lyrics that say, "Look, here's the story. Here's the concept of the song, and the story ends here. I'm glad you liked it. Goodbye." I always liked the regular lyric writing, as I've enjoyed from so many secular artists as well, where you say something, it's a concept, and it leaves you thinking. The story doesn't necessarily end at the end of the song.
Gershon, Veroba, thank you so much, and have a great time in Israel, because you are Israel.
Thank you. Thank you so much.